Fresno, California, February 1st, 2006, around midnight. Days earlier, members of the Tiny Rascals Gangsters, or TRG, had badly beaten 26-year-old Caillou Sum, a member of their rival gang, the Asian Boys. The incident sparked a full-scale war between TRG and ABZ, as the Asian Boys sought revenge. Now, the ABZ waited patiently outside a TRG party, ready to strike.
The ABZ gang members loaded up with an SKS 7.62mm rifle, assault rifle, a .45 semi-automatic.
20-year-old Not Ooch, the pregnant wife of one of the Tiny Rascals, was leaving the party with a pot of soup in her hands when ABZ opened fire. Not a single TRG member was hit, but one bullet found Ooch, ripping into her back. She and her unborn daughter died on the spot.
She shouldn't have been killed. She was not part of the ongoing TRG feud with ABZ. She just happened to be at the wrong place and married possibly the wrong guy.
2 weeks later, Not Ooch's husband, a TRG member, committed suicide.
He left a note saying that I want to be in heaven with my wife and my baby. So yeah, he felt like he had nothing to live for.
Not Ooch's death shocked even some members of ABZ. Those that pulled the trigger found themselves on the outs with their own gang.
The publicity of the killing of this woman, which was our advantage as investigators, because they were able to turn on each other and point to who was involved.
The cops arrested 10 Asian boys. All 10 were charged with conspiracy, while 4 were charged with being directly involved in the murder. The driver of ABZ's getaway car was also apprehended. She showed no remorse for the expectant mother or the innocent child in her womb.
Her comment was that Roach, when she was confronted about her participation in the killing of Not Ooch.
The bloodshed was far from over. November 19th, 2006. An 18-year-old TRG member named Thai Ook, aka Little Badass, was having a party at his house when a group of ABZ rode by.
ABZ gang members were driving by, looking at them, mean-mugging them. And peeling out. So in essence, it was beginning to escalate.
The disrespect sent Ook and the other Tiny Rascals into a rage. They decided to pay their ABZ neighbors a visit.
Another gang member presented an assault rifle to Thai Ook. Thai Ook then grabbed the rifle, began flashing it to the other members, and began chanting how they were going to go out and kill those apples.
It was a dangerous decision.
Ain't no coming back from when you kill someone.
Little Badass and his homies slowly drove by the ABZ house. Seconds later, the street was engulfed in a firefight.
A gun battle erupted between both gangs from the front yard on the street, between the vehicle with the TRG gang members and the ABZ gang members.
Badass led the charge against the ABZ, but he never got a shot off.
Thai Ook exited the vehicle with that assault rifle. He was shot in his upper torso, ran 1 block to his house, which is just around the corner.
Little Badass, a TRG gangster since the age of 8, took his last breath on his own turf.
He collapsed and died at his residence on the side of the garage.
Dozens of shells were found at the scene, but witnesses weren't talking. The cover-up frustrated Fresno cops. The philosophy, you rat, you die, had perpetuated itself. The battle between TRG and ABC raged on as the tiny rascals kept shooting.
They would just go out and shoot other ABZs on the spot. And not just one, it'd be multiple ones in a single day or in several days.
That just goes to show you how far the rivalry has gone.
In the summer of 2007, Fresno cops finally made some headway, rounding up 20 bangers from both sides of the war. They also made arrests in the Thai Ook Little Badass murder case. In a surprise twist, no ABC gang members were implicated. Because the gun battle was so fierce, cops couldn't determine whether ABC shot Ook or if one of his own members shot him accidentally. So TRG took the rap.
We arrested the TRG gang members that we identified that were in the vehicle and that provided the weapons and that ordered the shooting. Were all arrested for the murder of their own gang member, Thai Ook Little Badass.
It's the cost of doing business when you're down with TRG. Vanna Inn paid the price firsthand when he was 16 years old. In December 1993, Vanna participated in a drive-by against a rival gang. He refuses to say much about the day that changed his life. The details, he says, don't matter.
Those words were exchanged, and it was an altercation. So, we had to get revenge. We just shot some bullets at a neighborhood, and whoever got hit, got hit.
A month after the shooting, Vanna was arrested and charged with second-degree murder. Vanna was sentenced to 15 years at the California Youth Authority Detention Center. At first, Vanna just bided his time.
When I was just starting off my time incarcerated, I didn't think where I would be 8, 9 years down the line, 10 years down the line. I was just waiting for the day to get out.
The months ticked away, then years. For the first time, Vanna took a cold, hard look at his life.
Yeah. Some things you want to forget, but you can't.
The stories of